Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure just to have you here live and in charge for a little bit more dirt racing. Sunday Night Dirt Series, ready to rock and roll as the drivers tidy up Charlotte and UMPs. They are ready to dig for, excuse me, some awesome racing. It's going to be a ton of fun. They're going to qualify here in just a moment. Here it is, the Clay Oval. 4/10 of a mile track here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Different lines are going to be able to be ran here in the UMPs. We'll go to the pro lanes after this race. Rogue Energy giving you your race information for them, customs part of that as well. 8-lap heats are going to take 4 to the feature, and then 12-lap mains. The mains will take the rest of the drivers up to the feature, up to 20 drivers. So we're looking for the top 20 to make the 30-lap feature here for the dirt track at Charlotte. As they continue to go, lots of good things, good action out there as well, with these drivers getting themselves into the mix. Of course, we're a few short weeks into this season 2 for the Dirt Anarchy series, season 1 for the UMP, season 2 for the Pro Lates. They were all ready to go, folks. Special thank you to everybody out there tuning in and sticking with the wonderful field that we've been a part of, and being able to constantly grow the stream. Now, we just had a race with the Outcast Racing League where it was pretty. I would say it was a pretty rough race. A lot of cautions, a lot of things out there. I want to take the time here real quick to apologize for my quality of stream. I got frustrated and I got kind of been out of shape a little bit about the race and how it was going, and that is undeserving of one, the folks that you folks out there, I don't like to read into drama. I don't like to read into that stuff because I don't even welcome that on the channel. So, I want to see good quality racing out of every league and good quality racing out of everything that we do. And sometimes things just go wrong, and you got to remember that racing is racing, and at the end of the day, this is a simulator. There's pointers and things that I could give for folks when it comes to how to improve your craft on iRacing. Even though I might not be the big I-rated driver out there, I've watched a lot of these races. I see how they turn out. I can visually see what's going to happen. And it's one of those things that you kind of have to take a step back and sometimes be humble and doing what you do. However, that's over with. They're going to move on to next week. They're going to have more races. It's going to get cleaned up. Things are going to happen. They're doing what they can. The admins over there are absolutely fantastic, and I love to see them out there. Connor New giving us a like. Patrick Solari giving us a like as well. Appreciate you. Let's see what we've got going on the chat-a-rooney. Thank you, folks, for the chats. Appreciate you. Mike Tuck giving us ready for some racing. Let's go. Scoopman says Jesse Younger. Let's go dirt racing. Joseph G out there casting on the big screen, says Tony Martin. Stereo surround on. Let's go, boys. Put on a great show. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate you. Thank you for the like as well. Much love to you, my friend. They're qualified. That was a quick qualifying session. Now, 16-second laps for these drivers. 16.5-second laps, somewhere around that mark. That's what we're going to see. I mean, from first, the driver sitting on pole currently right now to 21st position, only separated by roughly about 43 100ths of a second. So that's saying something. These drivers are super fast, super furious, ready to go. Jesse Younger, appreciate you being out there again. You can see what Cole's going to do. He is second fastest right now. So he might lead his right now in qualifying. He might lead his what is Blake doing out there? Oh, he was out there having some fun. That's what he was doing. Bit of fun, folks. Big special thank you to everybody out there. Replying to a message. Oh, man, ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to rock and roll. This is going to be a good race. We like to rock and roll, right? We'll talk about some sponsors here in just a moment. But first, let's get into heat race number 1. Braxton Clark's going to be your pole sitter for race number 1, was your fastest driver out there for the for qualifying. So he's going to take the first stab at this one. Travis Gardner is going to be your outside pole sitter. Michael Mitchell, Kyle Carter will make up row number 2. Chris Watkins and Derek Jester are going to make a row number 3. Bud Molyneux is going to be out there in the 883. He's going to be the final driver in that 4th row, as the pace truck will lead him around. No pace car today. No pace car. No pace car. Kyle, giving us a like. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Yeah. Ready to go. We're going to go very fast racing at one of the... I like this track because it's kind of... It can be multi-dimensional, but the dirt track at Charlotte can be one-dimensional, where slide jobs become the ultimate end-all to be-all. And I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen in this one, because during practice, we were watching drivers just exchange lanes over and over again. One driver would be faster in 1 or 2, pull the slider off, and in 3 and 4, the driver that was right behind him would do that, pull that same slider. It was very interesting to watch and very interesting to see. So I'm kind of on that same mindset here on what they're going to be able to do. Pace truck dives into the infield. We're going to go green flag racing here for heat race number 1. Remember, top 4 to the feature. Braxton Clark rolling. Reload some overlays. We know how this works. Occasionally happens. No cautions during the heats or the feature here. We apologize about SDK being a pain in the tuchus. For whatever reason, it's not liking me right now. Clark, Gardner, Mitchell, 1, 2, 3 at the moment, as they get out there running some big numbers for them. Holding on, Travis Gardner, fastest lap of the first heat, 16.12, as they come around 3 and 4. Still digging. Mitchell right back here on the high side of Kyle Carter in the 03. 03 digs into the corner. Huge run. Top these 3 still digging. Now, I'll tell you what, Derek Jester wants that final spot to ensure that he doesn't have to race in the... Kyle Carter needing to battle back on the outside. The battle for 4th here, as the battle to be looking at. This is that last spot for the feature as they continue to roll here. Clark, Watkins, or Carter, Watkins, digging. Braxton Clark out front. Full send kind of moment here as they continue to work at Trimble Spike Designs, giving you 3 laps to go here in the first of the heats. Gardner's trying to slide it out of the bottom. This is what I talked about, that slider line. If 37 can hook up that slider line, you're going to see it roll. Kyle Carter still trying to battle 3 wide into turn 1 as they continue to work. 2 laps to go. Carter still trying to dig. Right now, the 56 of Jester to the bottom side. Carter defends his line, digs down to the bottom side here. 3 and 4 still working. Final lap here in heat race number 1, and everybody going. 37 digs one more time, trying to get that spot. Once that pole position for the feature. 1, 2. Clark still trying to dig here on the high side. 28 Braxton Clark really working that throttle. Going to win heat race number 1. Gardner, Mitchell, Kyle Carter comes home in 4th. So he is in the feature. That's the first of these drivers making it in. Here's Cole Younger. He's going to be your pole sitter for heat race number 2. He was the 2nd fastest out there. So Cole Younger ready to defend some line. John Ross is going to be the outside pole sitter for heat race number 2. Ryan Arbogast is going to be there. And row number 2 is Marcus Potter to his outside. Nosworthy, the old 71's going to have Jason Lee Ford in the 49 to his outside. Matthew Helm, well, that guy's rolling in that 7th spot. Don't try to make some things happen. That's what he's doing. They're going to pace around with the pace truck and enjoy themselves. Thank you so much to everybody being out there. Much love. Much love. Good racing. It was great racing. Let's go, Scotty Newsom. Good racing from Joseph G. Folks, much love to you out there. Again, thank you so much for everybody's patience. I can't always get it right. I try to be a perfectionist. And one day when we have the production down flawlessly, then we'll truly give ourselves a little extra ground and try to make it work. You know what I mean? That's going to be the big goal here. Caution laps do not count on the stage on the feature, so a reminder about that. They're ready to dig. I'm ready to dig. But we're digging for some dirt racing. But a full send. Josh giving us a like out there. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you very much. The Cornoyer. Is it Cornoyer? Eourn. I like that name. I like difficult names. Come on, Scoopman. Cole Younger, ready to take him in. Out of 3 and 4. Green flag. '54 Motorsports giving you the green flag for heat race number 2. Tabs out there healing up, getting himself a nice, relaxing quadruple bypass. That's what he had happen. So Tabs, if you're out there listening, brother, speedy recovery. Love you, buddy. You be safe out there. Getting to know all these drivers, getting to know all these leagues again at the start of 2023. We're starting to see. Starting to develop those relationships once again. I love to see it. 13. Trying to extend here. Run to the 64 on the paint scheme there. Arbogast into 2. Rolls that beautiful bean footage to the bottom side. Leading Ram number 2. John Ross on the high side. Nosworthy trying to hold on to that 4th spot. Maybe pick up 3rd here. Give him an extra little advantage. Getting himself rolling forward here. Is 5 laps to go. Diggs with the 06 Racing Productions. Oh, I meant to answer. I meant to answer Garmin. David, yeah, go for it. I meant to answer that. Younger out front, 6/10 of a second. Out of her 4th, looks like this. 3 laps to go, giving you a Peffer Designs 3 lap to go work. As they do go to work. I mean, I tell you what, they're still trying to dig here. I-line starting to come into play when it comes to these race lines. And as the track wears, the session state's going to pretty much carry over into the feature. So we'll see just how much grip there's going to be and how much that race line they're going to have to work on here. Dude, love your name. Appreciate it. White flag. Cole Younger has 2nd lead. Arbogast is getting faster here. And Younger to the bottom side to defend. He's going to start outside pole in today's feature. Wins his heat. Arbogast 2nd. Ross and Nosworthy. They're going to make up all those spots. Heat race number 3. David Garman Jr., the guy I was just talking about, 3rd fastest in qualifying, is going to be your pole sitter for heat race number 3. Ethan Bryant will make up the outside pole position. Brandon Starr is trying to be faster. Is the guy behind the scenes making Dirt Anarchy happen. Blake Bailey's going to start to the outside of that driver. George Fizel is going to be there with Patrick Solari. They're going to be trying to duke it out, get that 4th spot away from Blake Bailey in this one, as Nick Klosterman digs into 7s. Trying to make the feature. We'll try to make the feature in the in this one. This is your first shot at making the feature. A main coming up, or the B main coming up, will be the next shot after that. So we'll see what happens. We have enough drivers to run a main, so we'll be able to do that. We won't have to worry about all those extras. So we get some extra racing in here. We do know that the like David. He's got some for sale signs on his ramp there. He's selling sponsorship opportunities out there, folks. I like it. It's a full dig. Let's re-download some paints, make sure everybody's good to go here. Didn't get to see all the drivers in practice, so some of them loaded in afterwards. Just kind of want to make sure it goes. I don't know if I have touched on it, but Chris Watkins has put up Anarchy Tumblr on the front row that takes an EOL for the feature and wins. I have not. I thought that was more of a league thing than anything else out there, just because of kind of the way the sponsors work out and everything like that. So I have not, but that's a good. It is for sale. His front bumper's for sale. 06 goes. Green flag. NRI Machining. For any machining needs, 478-731-0496. Giving you heat race number 3 here as we continue to work. Garmin digs into the corner. 3 and 4 busy as they are locked in. Some of the tighter racing here. A reminder that the laps were only separated by a mere hundredths when it came to qualifying. So we're seeing some of the best out here. Try to make this one stick right now. David Garmin trying to, they get into each other back here. Starnes going around 26 of Klosterman. Had a good line rolling. Now let's get back up into the grip. Fizel holds on. Solari rolling the corner. David Garmin, 16:26 fast lap here as they continue to work. Think you need to buy the 06 car? I like it. Gotta talk to David Garmin. Speaking of which, he's gonna post some stuff in my Discord, folks. John, what's up, my man? There's the legend out there giving us a big like. Thank you, sir. He's gonna post some stuff in my Discord about some of the things that he is actually doing. So. Please go out there and check out what he is doing. 06 Racing Productions, doing some racing videos and some other stuff like that. I know that I do it, folks, but there are other people out there that are trying to be content creators as well. So I try to make sure folks get the recognition they need. Blake Bailey, fastest driver out there, up a spot. Brandon Starnes off 3, trying to catch back up here. I think the car's got some damage here. As Bryant becomes under fire from Blake Bailey. Blake Bailey try to pull sliders here, get himself around. It's that third place starting position is the 76, or a.k.a. the 9 of Ethan Bryant down here. Rolls the beautiful bean footer. It's another slider here, trying to go. Coming around 3 and 4 for the white flag here in heat race number 3. And a full dig moment. White flag waves. And an opportunistic race line as they continue to go. Whoop. Wrong logo. Garmin holds on to it. He's going to take this one. Blake Bailey will finish second, just barely, by 3/100ths of a second over Ethan Bryant. And George Fizel will be there in 4th. So they're going to do tumblers out there. That's what we were being told on Twitch. Let's see. Funny rap by David. I like it. Let's see. So Chris Watkins is putting up a Dirt Anarchy tumbler for anyone that starts on the front row, takes an EOL to go to the end, and wins the feature. That's kind of cool. That's a challenge right there. How about it? Maine coming up. UMP Modifieds, Rogue Energy, sending you into the corner. Chris Watkins, Marcus Potter are going to start on the front row. Patrick Solari and Derek Jester are going to make up row number 2. Jason Lee Ford, Brandon Starnes, row 3. Bud and Matthew Helm are going to make up row number 4. Nick Klosterman in row number 5. Now, how many drivers competing right now for that final spot? 8. One driver may not make it here. And if Matthew Helm doesn't load in here, I think we'll have a solid 8 drivers for the feature. Here is Adrenaline Spike Designs. A little paint scheme. I like it. Chris Watkins right here as your pole sitter. There's get big shout outs out there right there. Let's go, Potter. You heard him out there giving some love. Appreciate you very much. Potter getting some shout outs. I don't know that I would elect to do it. I mean, the tumbler is really cool. I did see it. It's a bullet tumbler. Really nice tumbler. I just wouldn't. I would. Do you do it? I mean, it's a tall challenge. Especially if you have a really good start to the race. Like if you know it's a 20-car field and you know that the race times are what they are right now. Man, that's a tall order. 8 cars here. Helm did not load in, so we might take all 8 of these drivers through the end of this one. We'll see. Somebody's got to win it, though, so they're going to at least race for position. Getting it. Green flag. Watkins, Solari, Patrick up a spot already. 99 down to the tires, up the race line. 112 of Potter. Marcus Potter has the 12. I'm going to give him a little crap. Actually, he said earlier, he's like, man, I'm sorry I don't have the 112 on this one, too. Marcus Potter still trying to dig the high side here as they work. Patrick Solari, slider on the bottom side, trying to take over from Watkins. As Patrick at the 99 digs that bottom side. 6 still up near the wall. You see the side-by-side racing happening here as these drivers still continue to work. Solari gives up the inside, does run the fast lap, but right now Brandon Starnes digs into the corner here. He ran a 16.24 last time by. He's on a mission to get back up here and have better starting position for the feature. Ooh, nose, look at all of that. Whoa, bumpity, bump, bump, bumpity, bump, bump, bud. Had to jump to pits. That is where the rear of Chris Watkins in. Here's the rear of Solari. As Brandon Starnes digs in the corner here. Whoop, Starnes gets taken out. Six laps to go. Brandon Starnes gets diced here. Pulled a slider off that was insane. Drops into the corner here. Watch this right here. It gets, just leveled by the 56 of Derek Jester. 5, make it 4 to go this time by Watkins. Almost a full second here. 9/10 of a second lead now to a second as they continue to work. Watkins, Nolari, Ford, Potter, Klosterman will be your top 5. 3 to go. Afflicted. JD giving us a follow-on to it. Charles says, hopefully this race is better. You know, it's okay. You know, I had to apologize about, you know, I mean, I fed into it, you know. Last race was frustrating for me, but at the end of the day, I should conduct myself regardless of what happens. Thank you for the like there, Charles. Much love, brother. And that's the way it goes. Watkins, full set and hell-bent, trying to get himself around 3 and 4. Slider up the line, trying to work some things out. 1.3 second lead is going to take the B main here. Solari second, Ford third, Potter fourth, Klosterman, Starnes, Jester, Molyneux. Helm's going to be all the way back out there. That's so funny. Hold on. Control C. Let's do this. There we go. My stream, my HelloFresh thing did its thing. You suck at dirt racing, we love to join them. These guys are fun, man. They have a rookie league, too. Here's your feature. There's 2, Saturday nights and Sunday nights. I know you got leagues and stuff like that, Charles, but Anarchy's been a ton of fun to call. Randy and Shaw, give us a like. Thank you, sir. So my one of my mods is conflicting with another mod as far as that cracked me up. Oh, my Streamlabs mod took my Stream Elements timer and says you can't post a link. That's awesome. Braxton Clark, Cole Younger, that are going to be your front row here for the feature. 30 laps. Cautions are turned on. Caution laps do not count. But that track is pretty much trashed right now, so we'll see if they're going to be able to hold on to it. How fast these drivers move up to the high end line. David Garman, Travis Gardner make up row number 2. Ryan Arbogast, Blake Bailey are going to make up row number 3. Michael Mitchell, John Ross are going to make up row number 4. Ethan Bryant, Kyle Carter make up row 5. Nasworthy and Beazell are going to make up row number 6. Row 7, Chris Watkins, Patrick Solari, Jason Lee Ford, Marcus Potter, Klosterman, Starnes, Jester, and Bud. 10 rows of drivers, 20 to the feature. Pace truck dives in. Braxton Clark ready to go. Single file restarts all the way until lap 10. We get a caution with under 10 laps to go. It's a single file restart. Green flag. Let's go 06. We need the rookie league. The rookie league has been trying, from what I understand, but they've enjoyed it. So, you know, for the most part, it's all full throttle racing. Garmin, Chris Watkins in the 6 here. That's the 99 behind. Is watching this. David Garmin in the 06 in third here, trying to work the outside lane, try to get around the 2 of Arbogast. He's going to be there, though. Arbogast to the inside. Garmin has some real estate for sale. Slider for the 2. 06 carries the inside lane. Here's that slider line I talked about. 06 to the bottom. Trying to pull that slide job again. Mitchell to the bottom. He is hooked. Michael Mitchell hooked up to the bottom of the grass and said, let's go. Dig, dig, dig. Mitchell, inside lane, everybody getting shaky. Once you're out of the throttle, things can happen. Issues can happen. These drivers are really starting to dig. Look at the field and how spread out it is. Loud cars. Braxton Clark walking away with the field right now. 1.2 second lead. Utilizing the bottom line. Trying to find the rest of the grip that he can. Dig, dig, dig. David Garmin picks up second lane as they continue to work. Do enjoy the way this race line kind of drives here. 25 laps to go in the Dirt Anarchy UMP series. Now, reminder, folks, after the UMPs are done, stick around. We don't change streams. We're going to load right back in with a little break in between. That break is going to show. And during that break, we're gonna take a little hiatus, but stick around because they're gonna have the pro race coming up after this. Another series of racing. Match the race going on is right here for second as these drivers still continue to work. Speeds for the drivers, 105 miles an hour, digging into the corner, down to 80, 70. Really sliding that corner, really trying to hook up on the bottom side. Braxton Clark right now on the high side, working a 1.4 second lead, trying to dig, dig, dig. His race line still slides into the corner, barely gets down to that 60 mark, 65 mark. He's still holding on to that speed on the end. I tell you what, that's insane. Here's the battle for first, the 7 drivers closest to him, and that's not even a real thing. How about here, Arbogast, half-second difference between he and David Garmin. Great racing going on. It's Dover. Hey, that's right. Fordham Sliders. Ashley Rosetta, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Caution, first time. Ethan Bryan involved. All of our cautions brought to you by... All right, hooked up on the bottom. Here's the 76, a.k.a. the 9 on the relative. 11 comes down, gets into the 4. 76 goes around. That disrupts the race line. But it gets turned back around, though. I mean, you know. They are all ready to go. It was on Blake Bailey here. Tapping the wall, coming down, getting into the 4. Which got into Ethan Bryan back here. He's lost a ton of spots. Only 20 laps to go, though. It'll be fun. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Braxton Clark, his lead has shrunk. Now the caution has come out. There'll be a double file restart here for these drivers. We go back to racing. It'll be 19 laps to go. Ton of fun. Dirt racing is just insane. It's just insane. Hey, how about we go on board one of these drivers? How about we go to the gyro cam and we go back here? How about Kyle Carter here? That gyro cam is real low. They're digging. Look how much this car leans on that right front. Whoa! Oh! They're still going. Cole Younger involved. Now they're going to wreck. Now they're really going to wreck. Yep. And a look at this one. We were on board with this car, and we didn't really get to see a real good look at it. So let's look at it from this point of view. Start of the race. Kyle Carter did. Oh. Blink and you miss it. Michael Mitchell here. Here's the start. Outside lane. Everybody digs. Oh, 64 just pushes him around. And then boom. And then boom. And then snowplow season comes in. And then everybody's still trying to roll. Dang it. All right. Fast repair coming in. And bloop. There it is. New car. He's got a brand new car, courtesy of the driver who ran him over. All right. Braxton Clark, your race leader here. Caution laps do not count. No such thing as a lucky dog. Seeing some clipping, some of these paint schemes. May have to go and take a look at that. All right, Dark Horizon Fishing giving you the cautions today. Thank you to Dark Horizon Fishing for doing that. Jordan Leon and giving us a big old thumbs up out there. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. We're digging, or at least we're ready to. 28-2, 06-71, 37-6, 49, 33, 99, and 112 ready to dig. About it. Yeah, see that clipping right there? Yeah, weird. Hey, Clark, holds that into the corner. Max giving us a like. Thank you, Max. Appreciate you very much. All right, guys, try to get fast. Trying to utilize all that speed. Now everybody has to get back in the groove here. Now we've had a couple back-to-back cautions. Ooh. We just lost the race? Question mark? Sorry, folks. Something glitched out there. I talked about having some issues. Well, we just had some. I wonder why there was some clipping. We had a little fluctuation there with iRacing. I do apologize about that. Drivers are ready to dig, though, so we're going to keep rolling. 28-06-2, 071-37. Watkins trying to hold on as well. 071 and Nassworthy trying to get faster here. 3 wide on corner exit as they continue to work. There's a little bitty get there, so it's all worked out. It's fixed. Big dig. They continue to go. Garmin, 06, 8/10 of a second difference here is 14 to go. Still works the corner. Braxton Clark still trying to work over. Braxton Clark way up the race line now. Garmin still utilizing the bottom side of the racetrack here. Trying to find speed. And now Braxton, he's the 2 behind him. Now I tell you what, the 2 is playing catch up here. The Red Man 17 giving us a follow out there. Thank you so much. All the bots getting you. Thank you so much. 13 laps to go. Follow us on Twitch. Folks, if you haven't done so, twitch.tv/Signature Esports. That's where we're at over there. Reminder that we are raising money once again on Twitch for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Reminder, St. Jude's never sends a bill to a family in need that receives services from St. Jude. So go out there and check it out. Their goal is to make sure that families can heal without having to worry about that bill, and to get kids healthy. I mean, they have one of the largest research facilities to help with childhood diseases and cancers and all kinds of things that they're working on. 10 laps to go. Braxton Clark Still trying to work over Arbogast here as they work this race line faster than you can ask for. David Garman, the 06 racing machine, is up for sale. 2. Still trying to dig in. I tell you what, Braxton Clark has started to work the bottom side now. We'll see if Arbogast can play catch up here. If these slider lines going to come into play. Eight laps to go. Look how close they're racing now. Battle for the lead. Hooking up. Clark still holding on. Here's a look at the far cam. 7 to go. Arbogast trying to utilize some late race strategy. Slider for the 28 as he rolls up the race line. Arbogast is trying to have speed off the corner. And I think the 28 has actually figured out where to put the race line for that car. Doing a great job of doing so. The gearbox looking as such. Starting to walk away once again from the 2 behind. Look at that rear right there next to the wall. The spray insane. Jason Lee Ford getting around the bottom side here. He's up 7. Biggest mover of the race is the 56 of Derek Jester. Chris Watkins going to pick up one more spot as David Garman in his sights. Going to be that big mover again as he gets near the wall. 3 laps to go. A good little run they have going on here, folks. Braxton Clark in the 28. Arbogast in the 2. David Garman still trying to hold off to the counter. The 06 trying to hold off the 6 of Watkins. 2 to go. Caution comes out. Kyle Carter, Bud Molyneux. As drivers going to have to avoid the shake and bake portion there. Insanity. Let's take a look at what happened. Third caution of the race. Kyle Carter in the 03 here. Go far chase and see kind of what happened. Bud hooked up. Kyle right here. Oh, Bud. And Starnes. Oh, Starnes very free. Somebody got into Bud in the 883 up there. Let's see what happened there. Here's Bud right here. We back this up just a moment here. There's the 883 into the corner. Brandon Starnes right there. 64 up into the 1, which gets the 1 free, and then 1 unable to avoid the 883 there. So that, whoever the 64 was that, it's not that. Is it John Ross? Oh, John Ross. All right. Think of this as a 2 to go situation. Yeah, pretty much, Joe. Pretty much. So right now, it's technically 2 to go. And if you thought it was going to be any more interesting, well, single file restart. Clark pretty much has to hold on to his tuchus. That's pretty much what's happening. That's the real deal. It happened yesterday in the Dirt Assassin series as well. So bear that in mind. Braxton Clark leading every lap. You'll see the final lap thing kind of work itself here. But yes, we will have, we'll most definitely have a 1-lap shootout to the end. Caution laps don't count. They got to complete all the laps under green flag. That's what they got to do. Pace truck's in. 28, 2. David Garman back here in that 3rd spot. Dig. Final lap, and it's going to be a big one. Race right there with 3rd. Six lines up the race line. 06 to the outside. Braxton Clark coming around. Dig, dig, dig. He wins it here. He got that feature. Braxton Clark led every lap in the feature. Led everything he needed to do there. 06 comes home third. And the two of Arbogast will be your second place finisher here in the feature. Here's a look at the race results as the 28 will come around and celebrate. Clark, Arbogast, Garmin, 1, 2, 3. Chris Watkins, Travis Gardner are going to make up the top 5. Nosworthy, Solari, Ford, Jester Mitchell. That'll be your top 10. Fiesel will be in 11th. Cole Younger finishes in 12th. And Starnes, Bryant, Klosterman, Carter, and Bud all the way down there in 18th. Down the rest of your race results for your today's feature. John Ross and Blake Bailey will be in 19th and 20th. That was a good feature. Came down to the drama. We got a feature winner. Gotta go talk to him. Also, those who are listening for the Outcast Racing League, we're going to be doing their driver interviews next Sunday because I had to bounce for a second. Let's talk to him. Let's clickety click click. Braxton Clark leads every stinking lap, and it says go faster. Braxton, tell me about it. You had to hook up the line there for a moment. There, it looked like they were almost playing catch up for the time being.
Yeah, first half of the race I felt pretty good, and then it got a lot slicker up there, and I seen I think it was Ryan. He was catching me a little bit, and then I started changing it up a little bit. I was doing the slider line a little different, and it seemed to work. And then I don't know, man. It was just anyone's game. It was just whoever would mess up first.
Well,
Thankfully, I didn't.
I was gonna say, you didn't make any mistakes there. It looked like that was a ton of fun to get out there and kind of run and enjoy yourself. Braxton, congrats on the feature win. I know that we got some more dirt action coming up, so I'll let you get prepared for that. Give your shout outs, my man.
Anarchy Design, Dirt Anarchy, Brandon, Michael, they put in good work, man, all the time. NRI Machining, 06 Productions, Klosterman Woodwork, I can't remember the other one, sorry.
It's a whole bunch of them. It's okay. I forget them too. No, I saw it. Kid. Braxton, much love, man. We'll see you in the next race.
Yep.
Braxton Clark, he's moving on to the pro lanes. Folks, stick around for that. That's going to be up here in roughly 10 or so minutes. Ryan, the man, Arbogast, number 2, up 3 spots from the start of the feature. My man, you had something for him there, I think.
Yeah, I'd say we were probably quicker than him. One of the downfalls about iRacing, some people choose to run a mirror, and it kind of gives them an advantage. And I think we got mirror drove a little bit there, but it's in the sim, so can't really complain too much about it. But I think we had something for him there, just ran out of time.
I get it. This race line seemed like it was. Of course, always it's Charlotte. It's going to start favoring the high line at some point. With the way these things have to dig, where's that angle come from? Because when you were battling with David, it was just a battle of attrition. Who's going to have that one good lap that was going to give you enough to be able to not have to battle back and forth. But playing catch up there, so to speak. Where did you have to find that speed? Where did you have to put that angle of that car to be able to try to work on catching back up to Braxton?
Just had to put it on the high side, Charlotte, and just the way it goes the high side, and there's a very fine line of being able to keep the car straight enough to keep your speed and staying out the wall at the same time when you're up that high. I think the low parts that we were a little bit quicker than Braxton, that I could just get in the corner a little bit better than he could on some of the corners. But yeah, it's a real fine line, and I gotta thank David for racing me clean there when we were battling for second and third there. He raced me really clean, and he's always a clean racer, so I appreciate that from him.
I hear he's the quietest racer out there.
What was that?
I said I hear he's the quietest racer out there.
Yeah, he's usually pretty quiet. He's always out there giving people pointers and giving them help. But yeah, for the most part, he's pretty quiet, chill dude.
I like it. Ryan, give you shout outs, my man. P2 finished today in the UMP feature.
Yeah, thanks Apex Designs. He's the one that does the wrap, and if you guys need a wrap, he'll treat you fair, and he does really good work. So make sure you hit him up for if you guys want a wrap done, and I want to thank you for putting on the broadcast. I appreciate it, and I'm sure everyone else in the league appreciates it, and you do a really well job.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate you. I try to. Do you want me to throw you up in the driver meeting?
Yeah, you can throw me up in the driver meeting.
That's Ryan Arbogast. He finished his P2. Great guys. Speaking of great guys, the quietest racer in all of iRacing, they say. Dave Garman finishes in third. You had a race cut out for you. Last shot there. You and Chris Watkins, though. So you had a good battle with Ryan. Then you have a great battle with Chris. Try to hold off your counterpart with the number 6 on his car. You're the 06. The 06 wins today in that regard. Walk me through this one, David.
Struggle. I'm not real confident / good with these cars. I was just doing this one for fun tonight. Charlotte's a beast. It's a different animal for sure, especially in these things with 8-inch wide tires and no traction. So it's about everything you can do to keep it straight, keep it going. So shout out to Ryan and Chris behind me there on the last lap. I know we were battling it out pretty good. We kept it clean and hopefully good for the fans and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just, I wanted to try it, and here I am. So
We had top 3. That's not bad for just trying it.
yeah, no, I can't complain. These guys are really good. It's fun racing with them. So
He's stinking humble. You're too stinking humble. Oh, I did answer you back. Yes, absolutely. Throw that stuff in my Discord. I appreciate it. Thanks for getting
thanks. I appreciate it, man.
Always. David, besides thanking yourself and the 06 Racing Productions, give your shout outs, my man.
Yeah, we'll give it out to, obviously, Dirt Anarchy for putting these things on. It's a lot of fun. We enjoy it. Forum Customs, Buckwheat Customs, 54 Motorsports, NRI Machining, Adrenaline Spike Designs, Track Dog Racings, obviously 06 Racing Productions, Anarchy Custom Design, Wraps and Designs, and then PFEFFER Designs as well. So just thanks to everybody that supports us and all the fans out there that watch us.
All a bunch of sponsors. I think we're getting to the point where we're running out of room for sponsors on the stream. I'm gonna have to do what did Ricky Bobby do? Put it on the windshield. That might be happening. I think people are taking interest also in buying your spots for your car. So even though I don't know if it's true or not, but they're out there going, I'm gonna have to buy that. I'm gonna have to buy that car.
That's let me know. I'm down to let people run it. It's a good car. You won't have all the sponsors and might change a couple of things for the general public, but it's a fun car. A lot of people have done it justice and appreciate it and stuff like that. Obviously, I didn't have a wrap on the UMP because I just don't have one yet. But if you've seen the late model or the Sprint, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, David got new wraps, by the way, folks. Pretty happy for him. We saw that yesterday. David, my man, much love to you. I'm going to throw you up there so you can get ready for those pro lates, and you guys can get that driver meeting underway.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Appreciate it, and thanks for everything you do.
Awesome. David Garman finishes P3. Such an awesome dude. Braxton Clark gets the feature win for the UMPs. We're going to be back out with dirt action here. Stick around. Just going to throw on the starting soon screen, get everybody rocking and rolling, and get things changed over for the new session so that everybody can get racing. I will be back with you in just a few moments. Stick around, folks. These folks are going to get out there and still practice for just a couple of minutes. We got qualifying coming up. Reminder, same concept here. Prolates, some heat racing, some features, some laps, some fast cars, exciting time. It's going to be a ton of fun, folks. I'm enjoying it. Here's your race information for the Prolates as we get ready to hook up with some of the best out there. Dirt track at Charlotte still right there on the same, almost exact same race stats as before for the practice. So these things are hooked up. 8-lap heats, 4 to the feature, 12-lap mains. Drivers looking to take 20 to that 30-lap feature. So that's a big deal. I will be right back though. We're gonna let these drivers work around for a couple more laps, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. Keep up the music. Dang it. Oh. Play some commercials real quick for you. I want to make sure that I get those guys. We'll talk about some sponsors here as well. And, yeah, get ready for the Prolates. thank you to all the people who helped me make my stuff possible. They're absolutely amazing and wonderful, and we love them. Dirt Anarchy has quite a few sponsors, but you know what? Oh, good. You know why? Because they have some of the best sponsors. Pepper Designs, Anarchy Custom Wraps, 06 Racing Productions, the old, the old fun stuff. TrackDogsRacing.com. Go and check out what they have as far as merch goes. Turtle and Spike Designs, Chris Watkins coming on board, having some fun with that. Again, NRI Machining, 478-731-0496. Again, 478-731-0496. It's a Nosworthy family out there getting some work out there for you. Excuse me, 54 Motorsports, a part of this. Tabs out there, heal it up. He'll be back for him. Customs, Buckwheat Customs. All a part of what we do over here. And great design approach, great things for these leagues. Check out all of them on Facebook, and go and find some of the best people out there to just kill it. They're just awesome. You know what I mean? Just awesome. Brent Patterson, give us a like earlier. Dram gave us a like as well. I missed some chats to do. Apologize about that. Brent Patterson, hello to you as well. Good show, says Tony Martins. Awesome races. Francis out there. Prolate's next. Yes, he is. It's what it is. Yeah, you were talking about David. When I was talking about David, yeah, he's solid. Drivers out there to qualify. Let's see if anybody is going to pop up for us, because, man, a big old dang old field out here. Prolates. There'll be all kinds of speed here. 15-second laps is what we were seeing. 15 and a half, 15 and a quarter. So lots of ways to gain some speed here. This is Marcus Potter here, currently 6th in the qualifying stats right now. Somebody's going to come out and blow. There it is. Connor New came out and blew away some times there. Holy cow. 15-2-1. I'll see your 15-2-3, and bam! Throw down on the first lap. Insanity. And Stars out there running some out laps, doing some things. Folks, how are you doing out there? Thank you to everybody tuning in. My name's Jason. Once again, here at Signature Esports, we do iRacing broadcasts, gaming streams, all kinds of stuff. Tomorrow, a couple of streams scheduled during the day. We're going to do some gaming with Skulky. And then tomorrow evening, we're doing some gaming with Mrs. David Carmen throwing down a 15-2-0. Holy cow. He does like the prolates. So, yeah, we're going to do some racing with Mrs. Sig tomorrow. Or not racing, but doing some game with Mrs. Sig and the wonderful, illustrious, it's tomorrow evening, Tiny Puppy Toes, or two moderators, and they're besties, so it's going to be awesome. That'll be tomorrow. We're going to be doing some of that. Maybe get out there and tune them in and let them call some races with me. Who knows? We don't know. We might see. Tuesday, back in action with the Chop Shop iRacing Truck Series. They're going to be running. They're getting close to the playoffs. I think there were nine races to go before the playoffs, or pretty close to that. I don't remember right off the hand. I'd have to pull up all that stuff, but they're getting close, and it's the Truck Series is really starting to pick up its pace. As far as intensity goes, and so they've had some great races. Once the Throwback Series will be back Wednesday night as well. Thursday night is going to be ladies' night on my stream for the for Jess and for Tiny Puppy Toes as well. So Ballistic Gaming and the Tiny Puppy Toes are going to be choosing what Signature Esports does. Might even turn the channel over to them, let them have it for Thursday night. And then Friday starts all over again. The weekend gets hot and heavy with the Chop Shop Racing Cup Series on Friday nights. Infinity Series on Saturday afternoons. Dirt Assassins on Saturday nights. Sundays. Sunday. Outcast Racing League at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, right here with the Dirt Anarchy double feature each and every single Sunday. Love it. What's going on? Ready to go? I think Scootman's ready. I like it. Cole Younger 10th right now in qualifying. Strength of field in this series is insane. 23 drivers to race today. Paul is out there being your race controller. Kerry is, I believe, is helping. If I'm not mistaken. Kerry might be out there running too. I don't know. We're all out here getting some practice in. Right in my face. I like my face. There's our sponsors as well. Dig it. Yeah. Grahalva's really starting to figure this stuff out. He's trying to figure out his race pace, trying to figure out his race times. He really wants to be the best at every racetrack. So that's really cool to see him get out here and step up and do this. Apparently, the racetrack was resetting. Boy, did you see that? Starting grid. Yes, the young guys in the 99 stars. Got 99 problems. But Senate Stars 8-1. Thank you to donated to the IO People Money Fund. Braxton Clark, once again, knocking it out of the park here. It's going to be a pole sitter for heat race number 1. As these drivers are just going to be super fast. Scotty Newsom, who's sick game of TV driver, gets the outside pole for heat race number 1. Ryan Arbogast, Bryson McKelvey, Travis Gardner, Matt Nasworthy, Brandon Ball, Josh Bettner. Remember, top 4 go to the feature. So big focal point here for these drivers is going to be absolutely trying to find their race line early. Now, remember, 3 drivers are not going to make this race later on when it comes to the top 20 drivers. So 23 drivers registered for the race. It means 23 drivers are going to do it. Anthony Garland, give us a like and a share. Thank you, Anthony. Much love, brother. Hopefully your night's gotten a little bit better. We appreciate you. I appreciate you being out there, my man. Checking out the dirt stream. And I will tell you that Jess made, Mrs. Sig made gluten-free meatloaf. And so if you hear me munching, it's because I'm having dinner at the same time because I didn't have dinner. It's delicious. Still lingering? Got to. Are you lurking or lingering? There's a difference. Lurkers are our best friends because they just sit there and they chill and they just listen and just have the stream and they benefit everybody just being there. Lingering is kind of creepy. I don't know. Which term? Hold on. We should put up a poll for that. Which term is more concerning? Lurking or lingering? Because those are all streaming terms. To lurk, of course, is to be outside watching, looking in. Lingering is to be very close and looking, and yeah, you know. Would you rather somebody watch from afar or watch right next to you? Oh man, 28, 23, 2, 11. The top 4, green flag, heat race number 1. Whoa, dig! You're like a Karen right now at work. Dude, don't be a Karen. Screw it. It happens. It was a bad day. Race. If there's one thing I've learned, leagues have bad races. It happens. Things will get addressed. Things will get fixed. Gotta put some penalties in place for those things. Don't worry about it. Anthony Garland, folks, is the owner of Outcast Racing League, and today it was a rough race. We had 17 cautions over 110 laps, and it was just a rough race. More driver aggression than what needed. And that's it. That's what it boils down to. And that can be fixed. It can be addressed. That's it. That's all it was. And everybody trying to make up positions too fast. So don't be a Karen about it. Everything's good. 28, 23, 11, 2. And sorry about saying the word Karen. If anybody's offended by that, I don't mean to offend anybody. I'm just saying that is the terminology quite used for somebody who is salty. To say you're salty. Braxton Clark. Unless you're peppery. I don't know. Trying to do what he did to UMP. A full send kind of moment. 28, 23, 11. Osworthy trying to make something happen on the inside. They get around on Arbogast to finish second in the UMPs here. Good little mission he's on. Osworthy, he can almost make the feature. He needs just a little bit more grip. White flag waves the final lap here. 37 of Gardner trying to dig. Slider coming for that final spot. I see it happening right here. Scotty Newsom taking over the lead. Trying to. Braxton Clark battles to the outside. Newsom tried to make it stick. Nice job by Newsom. Clark, much better job. Gets himself back around. He's going to win heat race number 1 and guarantee his spot in the. I tell you what, I'm concerned about this track keep separating like that. It's a fake. It's like a fake earthquake. David Garman, your pole sitter for heat race number 2. Blake Bailey's going to be outside pole. Michael Mitchell, Cole Younger. That'll be row number 2 here in the heat race number 2. George Fizel, Brandon Starnes, Colin Carter, Grijalva out there in that 4th row. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Forum Customs. To give you a good look at what these drivers are doing. Blake Bailey on the outside of David Garman. This is a battle that's going to be worth heating up as well. Joe giving us a like. Thank you, sir. And it sucks because you have David, are you trying to get a helicopter award just because? I mean, number 2 in a stacked heat. Oh, yeah. It's stacked. That one was. This one is too. Nice job. You know, because he's a show-off, we're just going to give it to him. It doesn't count towards the helicopter award stuff we're going to be doing, but there it is. David Garman, Blake Bailey, Michael Mitchell, Cole Younger. Pace Truck's going to dive in. Not really dive in. He drives in. I guess I call it diving in because he's just kind of getting off the track. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. How about a full send? Get it. Oh, yeeting around Mitchell inside. Garmin, Mitchell, Blake Bailey. Mike said he was going to make it interesting. Well, he's working on it. Bottom side, still rolling. Younger, backside of the 11, trying to give him a little help. Says, I'm trying to bump draft you. Did you see yesterday's race and the bump draft and the street stocks? That was insane. Look at these drivers in here today. Randy Henshaw, Racing TV, giving us a like. Thank you, sir. There's the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Randy Henshaw. You came up there getting a part of the streams once again. Much love to you, brother. Oh! No caution. What happened? 11 in the corner. Up. And here. Oh, 4 just lifted him up. Cole Younger second right now in the heat. Garmin puts Bailey a lap down. Bailey is going to have to go and work his way into the feature. Because right now we see David Garmin with almost a full second lead over Cole Younger. And there's all that checked up in front of him. Cole trying to figure out the race line. This is a good opportunity to figure out what that late run's going to be for him. See if that third lane works for a little bit. Get himself into the throttle, turn that corner, get that race line figured out. Here's the cockpit. 2 to go. Still on the throttle. Out of the throttle a little bit there. Down the bottom. Trying to dig, trying to dig, trying to dig. White flag. David Garman trying to go back to back. Does so. Wins his heat again. Younger's going to finish second. Fiesel's going to finish third. Red Stars will be fourth. Kyle Carter in the 03. Finishes in fifth. Grijalva back here. Finishes in sixth. Connor New leads out heat race number 3. Chase Williams, Ethan Bryant, Patrick Solari, Marcus Potter, Derek Jester going to make up the front 3 rows. Bud in the 883 is going to be out there ready to rock and roll. Rock and roll. Big dig, big dig. Is Connor New ready to go? The 10, the young man, and the young money. Gas Money Friends. What does this say? Gas Money Sim Sports. Sorry. Gas Money Sim Sports. Like it. Somebody did something. Send it out the side, Bud here says. What are you saying, Bud? Bud giving us a like. Thanks, sir. Appreciate you. 10, 12, 112, 99. Racing around at Charlotte. 8-lap heat race number 3. And they're going to be all about that speed. Normally it's all about that base, but it's all about that dirt. Let's go. You know, it's all about that dirt, and no asphalt. All about that dirt, no asphalt. Race truck's in. Coming around, turn 3, restart zone. Kind of right there, wherever the driver feels like it. Connor New up into the race line already, pulling 3/10 of a second lead. Solari to the high side here. 99 working the grip lane right now. High side's going to have some grip for a little while. These cars are very much all about that horsepower. A lot of wheelbase, a lot of wheel force side by side. It's the 112 and the 99 working. Chase Williams in the 12, right behind the 10 of New. Full send engaged. New, Williams, Solari, 1, 2, 3. Potter, Jester, Bud, Molyneux gets himself another spot. Ethan Bryant out of the race. There he is. About a big dig situation here. It's exactly what you're seeing. Digging into the corner, high line working. 12 to the back corner of the 10. Ooh, man, it's getting close. 5 laps to go. Move it. That 4th spot is up for grabs right now. 4th spot, remember, top 4 automatically advance to the feature. We do have the B main coming up here in the Dirt Series. They do have opportunistic times. 99 up the race line. Jester takes it away. Now, Solari has to go back to work. Connor New under fire. Gonna have a crossover from the 12. 10 to dig. Lighter line for the 12. 10 to cross back over to try to take it back over. I think the 12 is going to have some speed here. 10 down. Trying to hook up the bottom line. 12 is going to do the same thing again. What's the definition of insanity? Well, that is right there. Woo! Final lap. White flag waves. Williams going to try to hold on to that bottom side. As the 10 works the corner, 12 trying to send it into the corner. Not going to have it, though. Connor New and Chase Williams have an epic battle for heat race number 3. Connor New takes it. Potter, Jester going to be 3 and 4. And those drivers move on to the feature. And now, the 12-lap main coming up. No cautions in this one. We're looking for top 8 drivers to move on to the feature. Travis Gardner, Kyle Carter, First and second row here. Patrick Solari, Matt Nasworthy going to make up row number 2. Grijalva, Bud Molyneux going to make up row number 3. Brandon Ball, Michael Mitchell, Ethan Bryant, Josh Bittner, Blake Bailey there at the very end of that. Drivers ready to go. Travis Gardner will lead them around here whenever they start to roll off. What a good little race that was. I liked it. I liked it. Who's your pick? Who's your pick? Who's everybody's pick? I want to hear it. Now we've got 8 drivers in the field, 9 drivers registered. As the field starts to shake and bake. Thanking everybody out there. Reminder on Twitch. I know that folks have been subscribing us late, but I would rather this month you use that St. Jude, use that $5 and send it over to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. There's a link right where the supporter button is for Twitch. It's replaced by a donate button. All of our streams on Twitch are going to be charity streams for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We have a goal of $200 to reach. We're at 45 of 200. Thanks to some kind donations from some folks out there just like you. Reach over there, do that for me. Twitch.tv/Signature Esports if you have not done so. Also, reach up there, hit the follow button. Let us know what we do. Remember, give me a follow on YouTube. Some requested videos coming up for YouTube I'm going to have to work on. It's going to take me a little bit of time to do it, but I'm going to do an updated OBS and iRacing tutorial video since OBS is updated quite a bit. And then I'm also going to do an SDK tutorial video once again. 37.99.03. 03 high side. Nasworthy digging. Hold on to that line. Get it. Gardner about to be under fire. Solari holding on to that bottom side. Look at that rip and rip kind of line he's got going on. Holy cow. Kyle Carter to the outside. 4 of Mitchell in the mix. Grijalva, Brandon Ball, all these drivers trying to dig. Bittner in the 84. These drivers back here are duking it out for that last spot. Bittner right now, tail end of that last spot, gets right there to the back bumper of the 47. It's going to try to pull a slider here. Down to the bottom side. 47 has to dig back again. Grijalva trying to find his race pace here. 12 laps is a lot longer of a race for you to be able to figure that race line. Right now, he's down to the bottom side. Got to work on getting faster on the high side. Down to the bottom, slider for these two. 15-17 for Blake Bailey. It's Bailey in the 16 machine. Runs the 11 on the paint scheme right now. Holding his race line just the same. 47 on the high side. Bittner and 47 side by side. Little touch and go action there. Slider for the 84. 47 is going to have to roll back in. Get a little smoother on that throttle. Don't lift that throttle. Use that race line. Pick it up on that high side. Use that race line. You got it. Gardner. Solari in second. Mitchell, Nasworthy, side by side. These drivers don't lift. Skidman, bunch of threes, big threes. Kyle Carter right here. Digging. Travis Gardner just smooth sailing right now with 4 laps to go. Patrick Solari getting a little bit faster each lap. Figuring some things out here. Right now, 3 wide. Bailey sent it into the corner. He'll be 3 wide on exit though. He is trying everything that he can. Nasworthy to the outside, or to the inside right here. 0-3 of Carter to the high side, losing ground here. Driver still trying to make it work. Grijalva working on his racecraft here, trying to get faster. Bittner, last driver looking to get in. Brandon Ball in that 7th spot. Trying to play catch up to Kyle Carter here. Has lost 4 spots. Blake Bailey up 7 since the start of the main. Travis Gardner comes around, takes the white flag lap here as they get around the corner. Gardner the 37. Half-second lead, and now trying to close that down and make sure that he can pull a slider off here. Keeps that low line. Everybody to the low line. Last-ditch effort. Solari holds on to second. Travis Gardner wins the B main. Kyle Carter looks to be third. Blake Bailey fourth. Nosworthy fifth. Colton Manich out there giving us a big old like. Thank you, sir. I said it correctly, right? I said it correctly. All right. Got a full dig here. Dig in and have some fun. Yeah, we're gonna do that. About that starting grid for you. Braxton Clark, David Garman, Connor New, Scotty Newsom. Front two rows out of all of this. Cole Younger gonna be that third row P5 with Chase Williams to his outside. Bryson McKelvey is gonna have George Fizel to his outside in 4. Marcus Potter, Ryan Arbogast is gonna be in 5 there. Brandon Starnes, Derek Jester making up row number 6, row 7. Digging into Travis Gardner, Patrick Solari, Kyle Carter, Blake Bailey will make row 8. Nosworthy, Mitchell, Brandon Ball, Josh Bittner will be all through row 10. 30 laps. Cautions are out. Caution laps do not count. No lucky dog. Does Braxton Clark drop to the back and try to go after that tumbler here at Charlotte? It is a bullet tumbler that is taken care of by, I think, Adrenaline Race Designs. New sponsor, special thank you to HelloFresh for being. I forgot to mention this last race too. HelloFresh, new sponsor for me. New day, new tend to try to sell and give away or whatever the case may be. Use promo code POG and all those letters and number HF and some numbers out there to get a discount. Green flag waves. And that'll give you your first lap. Clark, Connor, New, David, Garman, not settled. Oh, big pile up in the back. I talked about this in the pre-race stuff here. This racetrack is going to be less forgiving than the UMPs because we got some wide bodies and 20 drivers on the racetrack. Dave Garman's going to be in second. Like Bailey having an issue. Let's go take a look. Maybe a bad start to the race here. Or chase. Here's a look. In the corner, in the corner, in the corner, in the corner, in the corner. Look at that. Whoa! I started with the 23. Scotty Newsom here. Having a reset, jump to pits. He's upside down. What happened here? He got bumped. Here's a look. The 12 or that's Chase Williams, I do believe. Yeah, Chase Williams gets to the back of the 23. And boot scoots and boogies him. That was carnage. You ain't lying. Somebody just said that actually, didn't they? Tony Martin, carnage back there. You ain't lying. Derek Jester down into the field here. Braxton Clark's your race leader. David Garman will start side by side once again with Connor New into that third spot. Cole Younger ready to go as well. Jester is coming out. He was on pit road. Arbogast back out again. It's going to be a lap down. Scotty Newsom going to get towed back to pits. So we can get back out there and run. Fast car. And just bad situation. Dang it. It's showing Jester as your race leader, but that's not the case. Newsom coming off pit road. These drivers should be on the lead lap, just so you know. It's showing them 3 laps down, but they should not be. They should be on the lead lap because caution laps do not count. So it should be reorganized. We should see that rolling here in just a second. Also, why laps are doing what they're doing. I don't have a clue. All right, let's put her pattern and get at her. Braxton Clark, ready to go double file once again. Dirt and a whoa! Oh, is the caution lap counting? Shouldn't be. All right, Braxton Clark going. Something's happening here. 23 laps to go here. Hopefully everything resets. I think it's all going to reset. There it is. There we go. Now it makes sense. iRacing through SDK and loop there. I was like, that didn't make any sense. Cole Younger moving up. Got Connor New right in front of him. Garmin off a couple of spots. Going to have to really dig here. Brandon Starnes on the bottom side as they continue to work. There's the 11 of Bryce McKelvey to the high side. 11 rolling side by side with the 06. 06 not giving it that race line. Doesn't want to give it the race line. Wants to find himself moving forward. Right now moving backwards 4 spots as drivers close in that race distance. Braxton Clark, Connor New, full second separate. Braxton Clark just full set today. Giving everybody a run for their money. He almost could have started from the back and worked his way forward. Kelby in the 11. Starnes in the 1. Race line belonging to the 06 right now. Brandon Starnes still trying to hook up on the bottom side. 06 about to have a best friend slider. The one almost made that stick to the bottom side. There's the 37 of Travis Gardner back in the field. Matt Nasworthy trying to hold on here up 4. Ryan Arbogast is off 4. He's trying to hold on as well. Chase Williams off 11. The 12 works to the back to the front. Scotty Newsom trying to rebound as well. He started up near the front. Now, after that caution, having a tow, caution comes out once again. 33 of George. Poor George. Marcus Potter had an issue. Let's take a look here. This is that race line. Potter out of the corner. Out of the corner. Wall tap. Oh, got in the wall. Ooh. 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 And how did... Oh, and George just barely clipped him. George was coming around the corner here. And right about here, he's like, up, bam. And then that's how that works. It was a good caution. It was a good little caution. Good little caution. Give him the mini. Right there. Nope, we're just going to stop it right there. Wasn't quite Helicopter. He's already nominated for 1, and that was in practice yesterday. (28, 12, 3, 11, 5, 03, 6, 06, sorry, 37, 4, 17. Big moves not to be made here, sirs. Let's see the race line kind of go back and forth, back and forth. Braxton Clark, your race leader here. Second caution of the race. And as we settle in, a reminder, the PGA Tour starts soon again. Who's been playing PGA 2K23? Anybody? 28, 10, 3, 11. And back at it. Green flag wins. Otter, last driver back there, Jester Newsom, try to work on some things. But a big race line. Let's look at this one right here, folks. Yeah! It's like highway traffic. Would it really run to the middle? They've really chosen to run the high line or the low line. Except for the 11. He says, I will not listen to the commentator. I will put it 4 wide. It's okay. He's there. He's fast. He can hook up on that high side, get a run of speed. The 11 dictating the race pace. There he is on the inside. 4 wide exit, 3 wide exit. 3 close. Woo! Look at that funnel. Kyle Carter, the 03, working on it. Cole Younger, the young man out there with a lot of fans, getting faster. 17 to go. Finds that race pace right there with the 10 of Connor New. Connor New trying to hold on. Braxton Clark back to third. Had a rough race line there. Is now going to be kind of holding on to that bottom side. Trying to find an extra race pace. New, Younger, Clark. Right now, Bryson McKelvey trying to do the same thing on the high side. Putting old Clark to work here as these drivers hook up. Wall tapping, hitting the right rears in the back of it. A full set. Appreciate the like. You're having a fantastic day. Connor, Cole, Braxton. 1, 2, 3. Braxton, your pole sitter, still trying to work the bottom line here. Right now, he's going to have to keep it up high if he wants to dictate the race pace, because Bryson McKelvey has caught a huge run on turn 1, or out of turn 4 to get into turn 1 here. Watch this race line he's got. Front straightaway, everybody getting a little bit more out of it. 11 is going to be side by side on corner exit here. 28 slides up, almost gets betrothed there. Almost got Wingardium Leviosa. I tell you what, Braxton's still fast. The 11's faster. High side is really hooked up. Connor New steps out of the gate, says, let's go. I've got some racing to do. Cole Younger in the 3, 1919 on the I rating, trying to do more. 11 into the wall there. Not going to be able to solidify a race position if you keep hitting the wall like that. Whoa, they almost get into each other. 3 taps the wall. 11 almost into the 28. 11 for a slider here to the bottom side. Slide job. Not going to have it. 3 carries back forward. The more they battle, the more Connor New can walk away. 11 up the race line here. 28 to the bottom side. Better line for the 3. 9 laps to go. Braxton Clark still trying to dig into the corner. As you see the 11 pick up the race pace, get down. There's that slider. There's that. That's what I'm talking about here. This is Braxton Clark. Do you see that right rear throwing a little smoke, throwing a little debris? It's because of the taps that are happening from right in front of him. I mean, the nose cam right here. Watch. Well, that's a bad angle. Bryson McKelvey will show me. 3 has the 28. Watch the 3. He's going to tap the wall a couple of times. You see the smoke. That's from that right rear dragging on that wall. Sometimes can add some benefit, but more so it's the tire that you got to worry about. Caution comes out. 7 laps to go. Now I'm dizzy. Are you dizzy? I'm dizzy. Holy cow. Scotty Newsom, George Fizel involved here. Scotty Newsom, the 03. Looked like maybe. Scotty Newsom was trying to go to the outside. 56 there, the inside. Oh, man. Oh, man. Upside down, inside out. That's a barrel of laughs, a.k.a. a barrel of monkeys. Not really. Scotty Newsom. Just back that up. So this develops here. They've got a little 3-wide battle going on here. I know we were focusing on up front. That's a good little battle they've got right here. Let's watch this for a lap or two while we wait. Scotty Newsom having to come from the back to the front. Started up front. Gets himself into a mix. Let's go a far chase and see how this. Look at this. In front of him, seeing all this. So he gets around the 03. Little kicker there for the 03. Not that big of a deal. Newsom faster here. The 56 still trying to roll the bottom line on the 03 here. Gets up, gets a little tap on the 03, gets him a little bit free. 03 slides up into the 23, knowing that 56 is trying to be down there. Now the 56 up into the 03, puts the 03 into the 23, and just gets upended. And George doing a great job of stopping there. I think these things had great lines. There we are. Single file restart, under 10 laps to go. It's going to be Connor New, Younger, Clark, McKelvey, Starnes, and they're going. Cole Younger didn't get the restart he needed. Near the wall, Connor New holds on to the lead right now. Braxton Clark trying to have a full send moment here. Slow on the bottom line. Whoa! And coffin line. Fourth caution of the race. Another one happened. George Fizell, Patrick Solari having an issue. Here's a look. 99.06. Brandon Starnes just barely gets to the back of the 99. The first time, second time, 99 going, oh, George. Patrick able to come back around, though. He'll be fine. And Starnes having some bad luck today, man. He is not enjoying that race line. It'll be 5 laps to go here when we go back to green flag racing. It's been a good race. A couple of cautions in each of the heats. That does happen. At least the racing's been good. Anthony's got it on the PS5 PGA. Nice. Who's been playing Marauders? This guy. Who's going to be playing Sea of Thieves very soon? This guy. And it's all by choice, I promise. Big. I want to thank Jess. Jess made a good dinner. She had help from my little one. Made a good dinner. Really good. She's really trying to keep me on my diet and keep me from eating something that can kill me. 10, 3, 28, 11. 4 to go. High side for the 10, Connor New. It'll be last-ditch efforts as these drivers try to make up some spots. David Garman in that mode as well. Trying to take over another spot. Working back to the front. 11 up into the wall. Losing a whole lot of speed. Connor New, Cole Younger, Braxton Clark. That'll be the drive line of the ages. Bryson McKelvey digging. There's Travis Gardner in the mix. Blake Bailey up there as well. Known to come on strong when he needs to. 2 to go. Half-second difference between Connor New and Cole Younger. Braxton Clark to the high side. David Garman with the I don't GAF. Garman to second. White flag waves. Final lap. 3 to the outside. The battle rages on. 06-28. Connor New has this one in the bag. Younger almost had a top 3. Will finish in 4th, but Connor New takes it home. Look at that guy. David Garman 2nd, Braxton Clark 3rd. Connor New, David Garman, Braxton Clark, Cole Younger, Travis Gardner will be your top 5 as the 10 celebrates here. McKelvey, Bailey, Mitchell, Nosworthy, Williams, Jester, Arbogast, Bittner, Potter, Solari, Ball, George Fizell, and there is Kyle Carter in 18th, and the rest of the race results for your feature. Red Stars back here 5 laps down. Scotty Newsom 7 laps down. What an interesting race that was. It was fun. I liked it. And the young man comes home in victory lane. It's fast. It's furious. Connor New, the young man from West Virginia. Tell me about it. You had some speed. It took you a little bit to get there, but you had some speed. And once you got out front, it was no looking back.
I know when I restart, when I got a good start and got to the outside, it was ever because I'm always really good on the top.
Really good on the top, be able to find the line, able to scrape as much of that paint off of that Charlotte wall as you can, because sometimes you got to put that tire right next to it. What's it feel like to drive up there when it comes to this late race kind of? One, you've got nerves, and on top of that, you have a car and you've got a track that's not cooperating. What's it feel like to drive up next to that wall when it's impactful?
But Charlotte 1 and 2 really ain't bad, but the opening in 3 and 4, we're going into 3. If you hit that just right and it hooks, you're going to die most of the time.
Makes up for the wrong sliders that happen in the wrong corners, right?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if I think it was Braxton. I didn't know if he was gonna be able to park or stay in front of me or not when I slid him at one time and crossed him over. So I got the lead there, and then I was fast enough.
Well, you were fast all race long, my man. Congratulations on a feature win here. You get your chance for some shout-outs. Go give it.
Kryptonite Race Cars, Evolution Graphics, Apex Industries, and just everybody on the car.
Everybody
and
on
you
the
guys put it on.
Absolutely fantastic. Connor, I look forward to you kicking everybody else's butt next week.
All right, thank you.
That's him. He's a man of he's very tactful. Like to hear it. Love it. All right, I have to look. David Garman finishes in second. He's gonna. So you finished second here, David. You swapped basically one position, and these kids in front of you were fast, but you in the last 5 laps passed 6 drivers without thinking.
Yeah. I've been trying that line in practice by myself. When it slicks off like that, I knew it was gonna be fast. I didn't think it was gonna be that fast.
Would you have tried it sooner?
Oh, I was already running the middle and bottom, prior to that last restart, so I was getting used to it. But I don't know, whatever happened after that last restart, the car just hooked. It said, this is where I want to be, and sent it. So that's where the car wanted to be, and I was like, all right, man, if this is where you want to be, I'll put you there. We stayed there and kept going at it.
You did everything that Brooks and Dunn would ever ask you. Boot scooting, boogied all the way up to second, putting a fight and hurting on some drivers up there that were trying to battle for position on the high line. It was a great thing to watch. David, give a shout out to my man one more time. P2 finish.
Yeah, 1 second. I was typing something. Let me find them. Somewhere in this place. That'll work. No, it won't. Sorry. I should have these memorized, but I don't. All right, so shout-outs for Forum Customs, Buckwheat Customs, 54 Motorsports, NRI Machines, Sterling, Spike Designs, Track Dog Racing, 06 Racing Productions, Anarchy Wraps and Design, and PFEFFER Designs. Thanks for all those guys that put their sticker on my car and let me come out here and run every weekend. Thanks for you to putting the races on. Thanks for Dirt Anarchy for doing the races as well. And the practices, they help out a lot. And then kind of glad I found something last night by myself that I ended up gaining a 10th on my qualifying time, and it showed tonight. So that definitely helped out.
Well, figuring out something in practice and it can transition to the race, that means practice works? ?
And as long as you try different things in practice, yes, it'll work out in the race. You just got to remember the difference between practice, especially solo car, is these things race a whole lot different in the pack and stuff. Like, you got to do different things in the pack. I can sit and practice and I could run 15 twos for like 50 laps straight. No big deal. But you start picking other 20 cars around us, and it turns into difference. You got to lift. You got to change your lineup a little bit. So, you're literally just searching the whole race. And those last 5-7 laps, I found it. So
You got to make sure that you're not Scotty Newsom and you get sent to the moon.
Yeah, you definitely don't need the helicopter award. That doesn't help at all.
That happens. The helicopter award's the best award out there. David, much love, man. I look forward to seeing you next week, brother.
Thanks, Jason. See you next week.
Always. David Garman finishes in P2, does a phenomenal job. Let's talk to last but not least, Braxton Clark won the UMPs, comes out here, finishes in third, and I tell you what, they had something for you. That little guy at number 10, he made a slider on you and didn't look back.
Yeah, the first start there, I was pretty good. The top was it was just a big cushion, and I'd ride that, and then I'd do the slider line in 3 and 4, and it was working for me. I think I was pulling from him a good bit, and then the caution came out, and then I kind of screwed myself there. I let the chassis hike up too much, and then he started going, and then I was kind of dreaming on my own start there. But the top, it was getting real slim, and I stuck the bottom, and every time I go up there and try it, I had a car in front of me, and it was just so dusty. I didn't want to risk getting put in the wall, so I just kept down on the bottom. And then actually David, he came by on the last restart, and he was around the middle, and it was just crazy speed that he had.
He said he figured something out in practice, and I watched him pass 6 cars in the course of less than 5 laps. And I mean, he was sent. He ran some very fast laps. I mean, considering that, let's see, he ran a 15.87 to make the final pass on you, and you ran a 15.96. So that right there goes to show that that was how much speed he was carrying on the bottom, which was crazy to think that normally that middle lane just doesn't, or that middle and that low lane just don't have, that it doesn't have anything for at the end of a race. At the end of a race like this, when you got 20 cars and you beat and bang on this racetrack the way it is.
Yeah, definitely. I was on the bottom, and it was getting worn out a lot, and the right sides were in the slick for most of the part, and I didn't have enough drive. But he was entering right in the slick, and then there was still a little bit of tack coming out, and he just drove right by me there.
That happens, though. I mean, you win one, you finish third.
I can't complain.
That's a good day for me. That would be, I would probably, if I went and I finished, I won a race, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to test another one. I didn't have a bad race. I'm going to do another one. I got third. I'm done for the week. That's what I'm doing. I'm done.
Right.
We're done for the week.
Yeah, definitely. They got a lot more experience on me too, so I'm still learning this stuff, getting better in the slick.
You know what? They say it's a simulator for a reason. And apparently the birds are flying by on the back of Charlotte. That was weird. Oh, a whole bunch of ducks. Sorry.
Yeah, that'll happen.
That was weird. I've never seen the birds do that, flying in a formation. And, well, of course, they look fake as all get up. But, Braxton, give your shout-outs, my man. I got distracted. That was a squirrel moment. I don't get squirrel moments. I had a squirrel moment. Give your shout-outs, my man.
I got a shout-out 06 Productions, Unique Woodworks, Buckwheat Custom, Track Dogs Racing, Anarchy Custom Wraps and Design, 54 Motorsports, Dirt Anarchy, Brandon, Michael. Great job. Yeah, that's it.
Braxton, we'll see you next week, my man. Congratulations on the P3, brother.
Thank you.
That's the man, the myth, the legend, the number 28. Young drivers getting victories. Did a hell of a job out there. Cole Younger finishes in 4th. Travis Gardner in 5th. This one was good, folks. Tomorrow, different kind of stream. Different kind of platform. Not same platform, different kind of stream. We're going to be doing some fun things tomorrow. So make sure you tune in for that. Thank you to everybody being out there. Much love to you. Congrats on all the winners today. Braxton Clark and Connor New both winning in their respective formats. Braxton won of the UMPs, and Connor New winning in the prolates. These folks are just getting faster and faster and faster. Dirty Anarchy is going to be out. Thank you to all the sponsors of the series for kicking butt and taking names. Thank you to all the leagues that I broadcast for. Again, apologies about all the tension that I had during the Outcast Racing League race earlier. It was not. It's not something that I come accustomed to. I hate it. I hate it for the drivers and the league owners to have that kind of race, and I feel for them, and I really do feel for them. It's not like say this, and I feel the animosity, and I feel the tension, and I feel like we should be able to influence better decisions for drivers and to have better racing, and you know what, they're all capable of it, every single one of them. Case in point, 4 cautions at each, 3 cautions in the UMPs, 4 cautions in this one. Great race, ton of fun, folks. Be kind to one another, be safe, don't be toxic. I'm tired of toxic people. Love you. See you in the next one.